Hi, I'm Danielle McFadden, President of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce, welcoming you to Chamber Chat via Zoom. So excited because I have the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Lowell on with me today, and it means that it's holiday auction time, which is one of the best events of the year. So joining me, I have Joe Hungler, the fearless leader over at the club, and he's going to introduce our other guests.
Thanks, Danielle. We're always happy to be on with the chamber. You always make this so easy and fun. Here with Jenny Masonette, our Assistant Director of Development, who leads our auction brigade. Can't speak today. Brigade. And Ray Rosa, who is a local volunteer and businessman who is co-chairing the event with his wife, Nicole. Thrilled to have them both leading our efforts.
Excellent. Well, welcome everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a lot about the holiday auction, but you just have a couple of things happening right now, just some small things. I don't know if you want to mention those before we get into the auction.
Yeah, so we have our auction is exciting, but we also have our capital campaign that just went public. So our vision is to end generational poverty, and as part of that, we're going to expand our building. It hasn't been renovated since it was opened in 1974. So it's about time. It's given all it has to give pretty much. So we are going to fix it up, but also we're going to double the number of kids we serve and make it so that we can really make sure that teens in particular have a great place to go. We'll be adding a teen center with its own entrance, and really making sure that each of those teams, when they come in, have an opportunity to find a path to a great future, and be able to have a career where they can be successful adults and have more resources at their disposal. So we're really excited about that. You can check it out. If you go to believe.lbgc.org, and there's a cool video there. You can also see, the drawings, the architecture is being done by Patrick Ty, who is a former club kid, and he's actually donating his services to do this. It's so awesome. He's out in LA, but he's still coming back to Lowell to give back. And I think that speaks to the impact that the club has on its alums. And I forgot to mention in the intros that Ray is also a club alum from the Barica Club. So he has some history there as well. We're really excited about the campaign, and I think that people who check it out will be interested in hearing more, and feel free to reach out and give you all kinds of details on it.
Yeah, the plans are spectacular. And if you're listening and you're intrigued and you're able to help donate towards this ambitious campaign, definitely reach out to Joe and the club, because that's what phase you're in right now, right?
We're in the public phase, and it's basically the goal is to break ground in the first quarter of next year. So we are full steam ahead with that. But, we still have kids here every day. We've been able to serve more and more kids during COVID, and we're gearing up for a lot of the holiday parties. If you go to our Facebook page or Instagram, there's opportunities to volunteer. We're looking for gifts for the holidays. We're looking for people to help wrap those gifts, as well as to volunteer at our holiday parties. We make sure that every kid gets at least one gift, and that's always a special time of year as well. I have a little girl who's so excited about Christmas. Just looking at the tree this morning, she said it gave her a warm feeling just seeing the tree up.
Sweet.
And when we have parents who are going through a time where maybe the job's changed, or there's a health issue in the family and money's tight, when we're able to provide some presents, the sense of relief from a parent is huge, knowing that Christmas is going to happen for that kid. So there's certainly opportunities there to help out. And, the other thing we're doing is bringing some of our teens back. So we have restrictions on how many kids we can serve, and our younger kids are fairly full, but the older kids, we have some space, and I think some of them don't realize we can play basketball again, still with robotics and the podcasts and all the music and all those kind of things. So we're bringing some of those teams back. We have a good core, but we're trying to fill up all the space that's now available as COVID has allowed us to do a little bit more.
Awesome. I don't know how you keep up with all of it.
Well, we do a lot of listening and depend on a lot of folks. So with COVID, it's really listening to the CDC, the Lowell Board of Health. We have president of a hospital on our board. We have our campaign chair as a pediatrician. You know, I know youth development. I know a lot about running nonprofits, but I also know what I don't know. And I'm not going to try to be a doctor. And we'll defer to the folks that know the best, because our number one thing before we can do anything else is we have to keep kids safe. So that's where we really focus on is asking a lot of people for help and listening to the people that have the knowledge and the background in those topics to make sure that our kids are safe. You know, you can make your own decisions for your own kid, but when you're dealing with everybody else's kid, you really have to rely on the experts.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been quite the ride over the past almost 2 years now, which is so crazy to think it's been that long.
It really is. Our team's done an amazing job. The community's really responded and given in a lot of ways to make it happen, whether it was at the beginning, just the meals. You know, when your gym director's playing sous chef, so you can get 500 meals a day out, it's, you know, they've just consistently done whatever it takes. And that's no surprise in the whole community, right? I mean, you've seen it in so many ways. Your big turkey drive you just did the food bank was amazing. That this is a community that steps up to help those in need.
I couldn't have put it better. We are part of such an amazing community, and it just, the stories, I wish that everybody could hear just all the great stuff that's happening with all of our nonprofit organizations in the community helping. And so, Ray, I want to know about your role in the holiday auction and why you're involved with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Lowell.
Oh, well, why is that? That's a great question. I mean, I think Joe kind of hit the point. I've been with the Boys and Girls Club for many, many years, since I was a child in Billerica, where I was able to go to the Boys and Girls Club 2-3 times a week. It brought me through my childhood years, and I have a lot of great memories there at the Boys and Girls Club. But then, you know, also for my kids, my 2 oldest boys were club members for many, many years, whether it was after school or over the weekends or doing programs at the Boys and Girls Club. So, yeah, so I've had a long history with the Boys and Girls Club. So I think it's my time, and my wife and I sat down and we want to give everything we can, not only to the Boys and Girls Club, but to the people and the people that are there, you know, Jasenia and Joe and Angel and all those people who do so much, just to be able to support and help them out is really fulfilling for us.
Amazing.
You do a great job at it too, Ray.
Thank you.
I know every year you bring on your auction chairs and I'm like, can it get any better? Can it get any better? And every year you just keep on raising the bar. You've had so many amazing people involved with the auction and the club in general.
Yeah, there's a great support there. And even the you know, John Schwab, who was the chairperson last year with his wife, they've been awesome to us. They've been nothing but helpful. So it's a great team, and it's led very, very well. So appreciate that support, Jasenia, Joe, and team.
So let's get into some of the details.
Sure.
So 2019 was just a regular, wonderful auction. And then last year you went completely virtual. And then this year you're doing a hybrid. So let's get into details.
Yeah, I think the goal every year is to get everyone in the community involved and to be able to participate in some way, shape, or form. So the Boys and Girls Club has adapted to that. They've done a great job. Last year was fantastic, even though it was it was virtually done. I think it was a great it was well done right from the start to the finish. So we all had a great time, and you know, we accomplished, I think, what Joe and the team wanted to accomplish. And you know, with this year, we're doing it as a hybrid, right, as you mentioned. And you know, the in-person at Lowell Memorial Auditorium is still in line right now. We look at it as a great night out with friends and family, and then some of the community leaders that are around that will be there that night as well gives us a great opportunity to reach out and speak with them. And then virtually, the people who still have not, you know, don't want to get out. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for them to be able to, you know, sit at their home, get on Zoom. You know, the bidding is online, so everything is done very, very easily, and it's, again, well set up by the Boys and Girls Club here to be able to bid online and be part of the silent auction, and also the live auction as well, and you know, and also be able to purchase the gala in a box, which gives them that meal that you know, we've also been accustomed to and love each and every year out. So really well set up.
It is something for everybody, and I love the online auction piece. Makes it so easy, and anytime you get outbid, you get that little reminder to up your bids.
So true. So true.
I've gotten that about 7 times today.
I went to go do it last night and then I didn't have my credit card on me. So I already have my eyes on a couple of things. So I'll be back with my credit card this time, right after I sign off for this Zoom. Let's talk about, are there some favorite items?
So some items that we have on the list. I mean, there's a ton of different things. We got trips to Italy. You get trips to Disney that are on there. It's part of the raffle that we put together. It's $100 per raffle. We have sold, I think, right around 150 now, with only 50 more to go. So we're doing a great job here. Yeah, it's been flying off the. I told Joe this morning. I think they're flying off the table here today, Joe. So they've been going very, very well. We have golf trips. We have Celtics tickets there, Bruins tickets. Anything you can think of and imagine that you'd like to bid on, just have a good time and to be able to get away from the monotony. It's there. There's other things. There's a bunch of different gift items that you could possibly buy for Christmas that you can get. There's art stuff. There's so much. There's over 100 gifts and prizes to be able to bid on that will bring great revenue into the Boys and Girls Club.
What's nice too is if you buy that as a gift, you can put a little note into the recipient and let them know that the proceeds from their gift go to the Boys and Girls Club. So it's kind of like you're doing two things at once. You're giving a gift to the Boys and Girls Club and giving a gift to a loved one as well. So
that's a great point. Yeah.
Money well spent.
Yes.
That's what you get a person who doesn't need anything, right?
It's so true. I mean, I know I struggle every year with, what do you get? The parents who can get whatever they want, and to be able to give something meaningful and say, I got this for you, but also the club's benefiting from it. It's just really great. And we'll include the link when we post this to the campaign, but also to the purchase tickets for the raffle, because they're going fast. I'm going to go out on a limb and say by Thursday, those tickets are going to be completely sold out, which will be really exciting.
There's only 46 left right now.
Wow, that is so awesome. This community is amazing.
Unbelievable.
So we haven't talked about the logistics of when the event is.
Yeah. So just touch on one thing here, and without a lot of these people that are helping us out and the sponsorships that we get, right? We have many, many different sponsorships that are out there, including some of our, premier presentating sponsors, which, people like the Nancy Yao and Richard K. Donahoe Charity Foundations, Liberty Mutual, and Market Basket. Without them, the event, which is this Thursday, December 2nd, which starts at 5:30, which will be a 1-hour cocktail hour, at LMA, and then 6:30, the program will commence on Zoom. So those are some of the details that were there. I mean, there's so many other things that are happening, right? The fun at the event and the fun you're going to have at home, doing this virtually, watching your bids and keeping an eye on it. How did that one go? It really keeps everybody engaged. So we're very, very fortunate that we're able to do this in both facilities, at home and at LMA. So it's really, I'm really looking forward to it. I do every year. It's a lot of fun, and it's giving to the right people.
And it's so well organized. It's so easy to put on. The best events have so much going on in the background, and I know that you have just been working tirelessly for so long on this, and it's what makes it just such a great event, is how seamlessly it, as an attendee, it seems, but as somebody who plans events, I know that you've been doing a lot of work to get it going.
Yeah, and there's still tickets available, and if anybody's interested in getting some more tickets, just go to www.lbgc.org. So that's www.lowellboysandgirlsclub.org. So LBGC. So.
Anything else that anybody wants to add about the event, or anything else happening at the club?
We just appreciate everybody who jumps in, and one of the things, and I know that I'm biased, but what other people tell me is that it's one of their favorite events every year, because it kind of kicks off the holiday season, and it is just a lot of fun. There's going to be 300 people. It'll be 500 like normal, but there's going to be 300 people in person, and to give you an idea, the first year Ray didn't make the event. I think he was out of town, but his wife was there, and the next year he said, "Well, I'm going to go too, to make sure you don't spend so much money," and then he ends up spending way more money than her. People just have a great time at the event, and it's a fun way to catch up with people. And the best part, I think, and I don't think we mentioned this yet, is that we're going to have some kids be part of the event. Kim McGee, our Youth of the Year, is going to speak, and there's some other kids involved, and whether you're at home or in person, you'll get to experience that. And I think that almost everybody I talk to takes that as their biggest takeaway, and really a feel-good moment. So much in the news today is COVID this, and everybody's kind of depressed about everything going on with all that. And then you just hear the news doesn't have a whole lot of positive stuff, right? So when you get to see our kids and our teens and how talented they are and how passionate they are, it's just a lot of fun to see. It makes you feel good, and it helps you understand what the holiday season's about. And I think that's a big part of the event as well.
Yeah, I think it is too, Joe. And just being able to talk to them as they go through the hallways and in and out of the tables, having the raffle tickets they're possibly selling, and just engaging with the members there it's a really cool opportunity to really get an understanding of why they love the club so much. So I think Joe says it all the time, and I hear it all the time. Club love, right? That's one of the themes that they keep on pushing out there. And another one that I'd like to use too is once a club kid, always a club kid, right, Joe? So that's my favorite saying. So
yeah, that's really me cool. Too. I was up in Manchester. I was a club kid.
Yeah, and you just recently got an award. Can
Yeah.
you say I don't know the award off the top of my head, so I'm going to put you on the spot, embarrass you. What was the award?
It was the Executive Director of the Year for the Northeast region.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I get a lot of credit for the work that our team and our volunteers do. We have an amazing team and group of volunteers and supportive community. So it's I look at it as an organizational award because we have an awesome organization with a lot of great people in it. Oh,
congratulations. What was
Thanks.
Avery's reaction? You were already rock star status.
I think it's a little over. I don't know that she necessarily grasps the concept there. She's more famous than I am. She had
is pretty famous
from Australia the other day. We still got to arrange that play date with Zoe.
I know. Zoe was like, "Oh my gosh, I love Avery." She was crazy after, but so cute. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So tickets are still available. The event's on Thursday, but you can still sign up to come to the event. Raffle tickets are still available as of now, as of the recording date, which is Monday. We'll post the links to everything and also to start bidding on. So when does bidding close for the auction? During the event?
Yeah, it'll close at about 7:30. Folks who are registered to bid, they'll get a notification with a 10-minute warning, and you can put in your last bids.
Awesome. Love those little notifications. Gets us every time. Doing its job. Yes. Well, thank you all for being here, for everything that you do. And I'm so excited for all the work that's being done at the club, all the exciting things you have in store. And thank you for just making this community a better place for our youth. And in turn, hopefully they stay and become, contributing members of society as adults here.
That is the mission.
Yes.
Awesome.
We thank you for being a partner in that. You're always such a great advocate and ambassador for not just us, but so many folks in town, both for-profit and nonprofit. So thanks for what you do.
Oh, yeah, thank you for helping us send this message, Danielle. Really appreciate it.
The community makes it easy. I say I just have a big mouth, but everybody makes it easy. So, well, thank you again. Thank you all for tuning in to Chamber Chat via Zoom, and we'll be back again sometime soon. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
The Coalition for a Better Acre invests in communities, developing stable neighborhoods, and building futures. Since day one, Enterprise Bank has been CBA's leading local funder because Enterprise understands commercial lending, how to streamline the process, and make it easy, serving as a trusted advisor and partner. Whatever your idea of success, Enterprise can help get you there. Enterprise Bank. Create real success. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.